I'm Didi Schoeman. I'm from South Africa.
Yeah.
I'm half German, half South African, so grew up between the two countries, and I've come to India to study my MBA over here.
Fantastic. So South Africa's an interesting country. Tell us a bit about what's the culture like in South Africa?
I think South Africa is interesting because it's quite a few cultures that are bundled together. So you have Europeans, you've got Indians, you've got various indigenous tribes like Zulus and Xhosas, and so it's a mixture of various cultures that have come together into a multi sort of pot.
Yeah. So are they more isolated, or is it like fully integrated? Like how does it work?
It is fully integrated. I think we've got a two-tier society. We've got the society that is fully integrated work-wise, where people associate with each other every day, whether it's in government or at their homes or in businesses. And then we have this cultural layer where people go back to their homelands or areas where they come from, and they participate in their cultural traditions.
Yeah. So if I was someone from the U.S. or from Europe or Asia, and I got a job in South Africa, how would I find it? What would I find to be unique or challenging?
I think one of the things that you'd find unique is that South Africans are very homely, very inviting. You know, most people have an open door policy, so you can just pitch up and arrive for tea, you know, without having to make arrangements beforehand. Very inviting. Come join us, have a braai, which is a barbecue, and so South Africans are very friendly in that way. Very accepting of other cultures, and I think most of my friends from overseas that live there, you know, it's
a little scared.
Scared, but they all come back. You know, it's one of those countries that they always say that once you've drank the waters in South Africa, you always come back for that. It's, you know, sort of a catch.
Just tell me briefly about international business in South Africa. So are most businesses international? Are most businesses domestic? How open is the economy to?
South Africa is because of our past history, it was a very closed society. So a lot of the businesses were developed internally. With the new South Africa, it's opened up, and we've got multinationals that have come in. But with any sort of developing economy, there's always this hesitancy: should we invest, shouldn't we invest, where is the politics going to go to? And right now we do have a instability politically wise, but I think we've got a very, very strong constitution, and although it's been challenged, it's withstood the test of time. And I think things will fall back into place. It's a little bit nerve-wracking if you're a business owner or if you're somebody that invested in the country. Is your property rights going to be protected? I think that's the main thing. To this point, it has been, and I would like to believe that it will continue to be. So yes, a lot of companies do invest because it's a growth node. It's the access point to the rest of Africa. Africa is a country or continent that has tremendous potential, and so does South Africa. So I think if you're an international company and you do want to invest in growth potential, South Africa and the rest of Africa is definitely a gateway that you should have a look at.
So is that role of South Africa as kind of the leader of sub-Saharan Africa, is that increasing? Is it waning? What do you?
It's there. Nigeria does have a growing economy, but I think Nigeria has got internal problems as well. And just location geo-wise is not as central as South Africa. South Africa being right at the tip of South Africa or Southern Africa, moving upwards, and the infrastructure that South Africa has. It has a mixture of first world and third world elements, but mostly if you look at the infrastructure and the connections and the network, it's completely first world country. From cities to highways to transport networks, it can compete against any country in the world.